2026 is not just another year passing by, it is a powerful turning point standing right in front of you. It is a moment that quietly asks a serious question. Will you stay the same, or will you finally decide to grow? Too many people wait for the right time, the perfect situation, or the right mindset. But the truth is, the right time is never announced. It arrives disguised as discomfort and uncertainty. This year gives you a fresh page, but what you write on it depends entirely on the decisions you make starting today. Every meaningful change begins in the mind. Before results change, thinking must change. In 2026, success will not belong to the most talented or the most intelligent, but to the most disciplined. Motivation is temporary, it comes and goes, but discipline stays. Discipline is choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. It is showing up on days when energy is low and excuses feel logical. When you commit to daily improvement, even in small steps, you create momentum, and momentum changes everything. Taking full ownership of your life is the most empowering decision you can make this year. No more blaming the past, circumstances, or other people. Responsibility gives control. Parker. When you accept that your actions shape your future, you stop feeling stuck and start feeling powerful. Mistakes will happen, failures will appear, but they are not signs to quit. They are signs to adjust. Growth is uncomfortable, but comfort keeps you small. In 2026, choose progress even when it feels hard. Focus will separate the winners from the distracted. The world is louder than ever, full of noise competing for your attention. If you allow everything to matter, nothing will truly move you forward. Protect your time, your energy, and your attention. One clear goal, pursued daily with focus, is stronger than many goals chased without direction. When focus becomes a habit, confidence grows naturally, and confidence turns effort into results. Now is the moment to act. Not tomorrow, not next month, not when conditions improve. Action creates clarity, and clarity creates belief. When this year ends, you will look back and see either excuses or effort, regret or pride. Decide now to become stronger, more focused, and more disciplined than ever before. 2026 will pass no matter what. The only question is, will it pass you by, or will it be the year you finally stepped forward and claimed your potential? Discipline is the foundation of every lasting success, and 2026 demands more discipline than ever before. Motivation is exciting, but it is unreliable. It comes in waves and disappears without warning. Discipline, on the other hand, is quiet, steady, and powerful. It is the decision to act even when you don't feel like it. This year is not about waiting for inspiration. It is about building routines that carry you forward no matter how you feel. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack consistency. They start strong and quit early. Discipline is what keeps you moving when results are slow and progress feels invisible. In 2026, understand this truth clearly: small actions done daily will always defeat big actions done occasionally. Success is not created in dramatic moments. It is built in ordinary days when no one is watching and applause is absent. Discipline requires sacrifice. It means choosing what you want most over what you want now. It means waking up earlier, working longer, practicing more, and staying focused when distractions feel tempting. Comfort is the enemy of growth. If you always choose what feels easy, life will eventually become hard. But if you choose discipline now, life becomes easier later. Every disciplined decision today is an investment in your future self. There will be days in 2026 when motivation disappears completely. On those days, discipline must take control. That is when character is built. That is when most people quit. And that is exactly why those moments matter. Discipline trains the mind to obey goals, not emotions. It turns effort into habit and habit into identity. When you become a disciplined person, success stops being accidental and starts becoming predictable. This year, stop asking how to stay motivated and start asking how to stay committed. Create systems, routines, and standards that do not depend on mood. Show up daily. Do the work even when it feels boring or uncomfortable. When 2026 ends, you won't remember how motivated you felt. You will remember what you built. Choose discipline today and let it carry you to results that motivation alone could never reach. Taking full ownership of your life is the moment everything begins to change. In 2026, growth will not come from luck or shortcuts, but from responsibility. When you stop blaming circumstances, the past, or other people, you reclaim your power. Ownership is not about guilt, it is about control. The moment you accept that your choices shape your future, you stop feeling helpless and start feeling capable. Everyone faces obstacles, but not everyone responds the same way. Some complain, some quit, and some adapt. Ownership means asking better questions. What can I learn? What can I change? And what can I do next? Mistakes are not proof of failure, they are feedback. Every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson moves you closer to growth if you are willing to learn from it. Responsibility demands honesty. It requires looking at your habits, your effort, and your discipline without excuses. Growth begins where excuses end. In 2026, stop waiting for conditions to improve. Improve yourself instead. You cannot control everything that happens, but you can always control how you respond. That response determines your direction. Taking ownership also builds resilience. When challenges arrive, you no longer look for someone to rescue you. You rise, you adjust, you push forward. This mindset transforms pressure into strength and difficulty into development. Strong people are not born, they are built through responsibility and repeated effort. This year, decide to own your actions, your time, and your future. No one is coming to save you, and that is your greatest advantage. When you take full responsibility, you unlock discipline, confidence, and momentum. In 2026, step up, stand firm, and take charge. Your life moves forward the moment you do. Focus is the skill that will define success in 2026. In a world overflowing with noise, distractions, and endless opinions, the ability to concentrate on what truly matters has become rare and valuable. Every notification, every delay, and every excuse pulls attention away from progress. If your focus is scattered, your results will be scattered too. This year demands clarity, not chaos. Too many people confuse being busy with being productive. Activity without direction leads nowhere. Focus means knowing exactly what deserves your time and what does not. When you commit to one clear goal and give it your full attention, progress becomes visible and confidence grows. Great results are not created by doing everything, but by doing the right things consistently. Focus also requires discipline and courage. It means saying no to distractions, comfort, and even good opportunities that do not align with your main goal. Every yes to something unimportant is a no to something meaningful. Protecting your time is not selfish, it is necessary. Your energy is limited. Spend it where it builds your future. When focus becomes a habit, momentum follows naturally. Small daily actions repeated with intention create unstoppable progress. Doubt fades when effort is directed and consistent. Confidence grows not from thinking about success, but from working toward it with precision and purpose. In 2026, choose clarity over confusion and depth over distraction. Set one priority and attack it daily. Turn off the noise, lock in your attention, and stay committed. When the year ends, focus will be the reason your efforts turned into results and your goals turned into reality. Action is the final difference between dreams and results. And 2026 will reward those who move without waiting. Ideas mean nothing without execution. Planning feels safe, but progress begins only when action starts. This year is not about thinking more. It is about doing more. Confidence does not come before action. It comes because of action. Waiting for the perfect moment is the most common trap. The truth is, conditions will never be perfect. Fear will always find a reason to delay. But every small step forward weakens fear and strengthens belief. Action creates clarity. The moment you begin, confusion fades and direction appears. Momentum is built by starting, not by overthinking. Action also builds identity. When you act daily, You no longer see yourself as someone who wants success, you become someone who works for it. Each completed task reinforces discipline and self-trust. Progress may feel slow at first, but consistency compounds faster than you expect. The future rewards those who act repeatedly, not occasionally. There will be resistance. There will be days when stopping feels easier than continuing. Those moments define everything. When action continues despite discomfort, strength is built. Growth happens outside comfort, and confidence is earned through persistence. In 2026, do not negotiate with excuses, outwork them. Decide today to move forward without waiting for permission or perfection. Start now, start small, but start with commitment. When this year ends, let your actions speak for you. 2026 will not be remembered for intentions, it will be remembered for effort. Take action now and turn this year into proof of what you are capable of.